talking to each other. I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle, yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing, time to cherish who we are.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I've kind of started, if you watched my thrift haul, I kind of talked about this more in there, but I'm kind of starting to go towards more like a frugal path because the past couple months I've been tracking our spending in our household, and it's just been, we just spend money when we shouldn't have to, when we, on stupid things that we don't have to spend money on. So I do go through these periods of my life where I become like super frugal, and I know how to be frugal, but then I go through spurts where like I spend a lot of money too. So I think I'm gonna start incorporating that into my channel to kind of give you guys tips and tricks on how to save money, stuff like that, because I know how to do it. It's just sometimes I have a hard time implementing it on myself. So leading into this video, I wanted to come up with some activities that you can do at home with your kids, specifically toddlers. This is aimed more towards toddlers just because I have a 2-year-old, especially with like the colder months coming now. It's tough being a mom and being stuck in the house. My daughter and I go to the park a lot right now, so it's, easy to just go to the park. Park's free. But in the fall and winter, when it starts to get chilly, you do need things to do inside. So I have here for you guys some fall activity. Well, they don't have to be fall activities. A couple of them I kind of try to gear towards fall, but they're pretty much daily activities you can do with your kids for super cheap. I did this under $5 at the Dollar Tree. So there are a lot of these items you probably already have at home, so it might be even cheaper, but I kind of went into the mindset of not having that stuff at home. So we're gonna just jump in. This is definitely gonna be filmed over several days just because I don't want to do all the activities all at once with my daughter, because my daughter will be doing the activities as well. So to that, you'll see that I think 1 or 2 of these activities ended up costing me $6 instead of $5, but then there were some that only cost me like $1 to $2, so it evens itself out. So I'm going to show you guys 5 different activities that you can do at home for, I'm still going to call it under $5 because again, a lot of this stuff you probably have at home, and it equals itself out once you look at it on a broad spectrum of 5 different activities. So let's jump on into the first activity. The first activity that we are going to be doing today is kind of like a sensory bin. You can look these up on Pinterest. There's so many different ways to make sensory bins. My daughter loves to do these with sand, so this is a really good thing to do for toddlers. Now this particular activity did cost me $6, but again, a lot of this stuff you can definitely make under $5 if you already have like a bin or like a big bowl at home. You probably already have most of this stuff. So what you will need for this activity is a pair of tongs. For the sake of this video, assuming you don't have those at home, I bought a pair. I have tongs here, so I know a lot of households probably have tongs. You will need some little critters. Now the critters that I found are these little, what are these? These are like little lizards, and these are little spiders and bugs and such, and I'll give you guys a close-up here in a second. And then you are going to need beans or rice, but you need them to be dry, obviously. The beans were going to end up being a little bit bigger, so I went with the beans. So I just got 2 bags of black beans, again from the Dollar Tree. And then I picked up this pink bin just for my daughter, $1. This is something you can also reuse over and over again, use for storage. So very versatile, things that you can continue to reuse. No. Okay, so we're going to start with our bin. And we're just gonna go ahead and dump in the beans into the bin. So I also chose these black beans and the bugs because it comes out, to me it looked more like, kind of like dirt. So, she can go in and dig up all the bugs. What you're just gonna do is you're gonna take your little critters and dump them in here. Dump your little critters and kind of just hide them under the dirt, which, you know, you can obviously buy a lot more beans. This helps with our motor skills though, because once that is done, they can take the tongs and practice picking out the little critters. So let's see how Belle Belle likes this activity. Whoa, you got 2 of them. Let's see, what did we catch? We caught, I don't even know what this is, and a spider. Okay, catch some more.
I want that.
Which one? Oh my gosh, you caught so many big ones. We caught an ant and a lizard. Yeah.
Time to get out of this circle. Yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing. Time to cherish who we are. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance. Not like anything we've done before. Yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our...
For this next activity, you will need a poster board, which I just got this big poster board from the Dollar Tree as well. You will need an artist palette. You don't really have to have this, but it's nice to have. You will need these sponge brushes, and you will also need tacky glue as well as brown paint. So what we are going to do is I am going to basically just paint a big old tree on this poster board. Please don't judge my painting skills. I am not an artist. My 2-year-old takes what you can get. Clearly I cannot paint a tree, so bear with me here, but you get the gist. You just kind of want to make a tree, just something big, because we are going to be gluing leaves onto this tree. So just kind of that they have like a little platform to work with is all you really need.
And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you. I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do. Let's break away. Get up, do it, break away. Get up, do it, break away. It's always mixed emotions. The first step is always hard when you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance.
While our tree dries, I am going to take Arabella outside and just let her pick some leaves. This was actually a fun activity as well. We did it like a little hunt where we could find the best leaves. So I know right now it's fall, there's plenty of leaves outside. You can find leaves on the ground just stepping outside of your front door. So that is what we ended up doing.
Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you.
And for the activity, it's so simple. Once your tree has dried and you've gathered all your leaves, they are just going to go ahead and stick them all over the tree. We started out good, and then Arabella just kind of started sticking them everywhere, which is okay. That's what toddlers do. She had a blast with this activity. This one was definitely a really fun one to do with your kids, especially, like I said, now that it's fall and there's leaves everywhere.
Yeah. Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade.
Okay, so for this next toddler craft idea, we are going to paint a pumpkin. Now, Dollar Tree sells these really awesome canvases. You can get like smaller ones, you can get these bigger ones. I think this is the biggest one that they have. I could be wrong. So that's $1 for the canvas. I also picked up green and orange paint for the pumpkin. Again, this is stuff that you may already have at home, so that makes it cheaper. And then this little artist palette that I had from my previous activity. This is, you can use them over the place. You don't even have to have something like this. If you have like a paper plate, you can use a paper plate, save $1 there. Or they sell them in packs of like 4 or 5 as well, so that would be convenient too. And the last thing we are going to need are these little sponges. These have like the circular sponges, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how I plan for her to do the pumpkin. I'm also going to draw out a stencil of a pumpkin on the canvas to make it easier for her to paint it. Everyone has pens, markers at home, but if you need to buy one, you can still do it with the money that you're saving from the other project. So let's go ahead and jump on into this one.
Talking to each other, I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle, yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing, time to cherish who we are. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance, not like anything we've done before, yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away, don't be afraid, we'll be okay.
So at this point, we started off really strong, and then she kind of just went off and did her own little thing and started dabbing paint all over, which I kind of expected. That's just what toddlers do. But still, I think her pumpkin turned out so cute, and she loved this activity. She did not want to stop, just wanted to keep painting. I think these little circle sponges were so cute and unique, and these you can obviously wash and reuse, so they are such a good buy for $1.
It's always mixed emotions. The first step is always hard when you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance, not like anything we've done before, yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more.
Next up, we are doing like a dinosaur rescue. So for this, you will just need a big bowl. I got this bowl from the Dollar Tree. You will need 2 packs of Jell-O, as well as some sort of like little creatures. I got dinosaurs from the Dollar Tree. Just a disclaimer, my Dollar Tree was out of Jell-O, so I did have to get these from Target. They were $1.39 for these big ones. But I should have only just bought one because it ended up making a ton of Jell-O. And I am just cooking this to how the directions say on the packet. I know I've seen Jell-O at the Dollar Tree before, so I don't know why they didn't have it this time. That's okay though. I'm also going to go ahead and place those little dinosaurs into the Jell-O. I did do this in a different bowl first because I did not want it to melt the Dollar Tree bowl. So I'm just gonna let that cool in the fridge for a little while, and when it was done, this kept Arabella occupied for hours. She was digging there. We had to use a spoon because she couldn't get into it. And when she was done and found all the dinosaurs, we went back and mixed them all in there again and redid it. And if you wash the dinosaurs ahead of time, you can even let them eat this. So many different options with this, and it literally kept her busy for hours. Our last and most affordable activity is this little wind chime set that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1 whole. And what they do for this is just paint the little pieces that go on the wind chime, and then you put them together. Yes, she's wearing a mermaid costume because that is how we roll in this house. but she loves to paint so much. So, and Dollar Tree has so many different activities like this with painting. You can really do so many different things. This is just one that I happened to pick on this day. So once that dries, I am going to go ahead and assemble it into a wind chime. I kind of gave up in the video because it was taking me so long and we were on a little time crunch. So I did go back later and assemble her little wind chime. It turned out so cute and she had a blast. And that concludes the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope this gave you all some ideas of how to keep your kids occupied this fall and winter, especially with everything going on in the world. You know, now is the time where we stay home. So I hope this gave you guys some ideas. And if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. I would love if you would join and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you all next time.